that border adjustments are a very important, a very weighty subject, and they cannot be done without a great knowledge of the history of these borders and an understanding of how the people may feel about them. These are subjects that this is not just looking at an annual budget, this is looking at the future and the long-term future. So people need to be very, very careful. What's word? Kujdes? I mean, just be very, very careful about these things. It may make sense, it may be the right thing to do, but I never rush into those issues. One other thing, sometimes there are differences between countries that people think a border change will just solve. Usually those differences are deeper. And to summarize, I'm not opposed to it. I can understand why it's on the table, but I think it needs to be extremely carefully looked at. Security situation, like a lot of things, certainly needs to improve. But compared to 20 years ago, it's obviously quite better. But I think it's a situation generally that you have to work on it every day, whether it's law enforcement or differences among states. It needs to be addressed every day. The disappointment I have that this could not go forward at this time, very personally, but I like to see agreements that increase mobility. I would not want to see an agreement that increases mobility that causes impediments for further and broader agreements. So I think if you look at a small, I think you need to be positive, but very careful. And I have some concerns about how what is going on in the Balkans in that way. But I have no concerns about what I think will be the future, which is the Balkans will be fully integrated into Europe, first through NATO, and we've already seen that, but second through the European Union.